Hello everyone, and welcome. Have you ever seen a fish that looks like a tiny swimming jewel? A little creature so vibrant it seems like an artist painted it with the brightest colors imaginable? Well, get ready, because today we are diving into the world of the Koi Betta fish. These aren't your ordinary fish, oh no, they are absolutely spectacular. Imagine a miniature Japanese koi carp, red, white, orange, black, but with the flowing, graceful fins of a betta. That's the magic of a Koi Betta. They are living, breathing works of art that bring so much joy and wonder to people all around the world. These little fellas are becoming incredibly popular, and it's no surprise why. When you see one for the first time, gliding through the water, it's hard not to be completely captivated. Their bodies are a canvas of marbled patterns, making each and every fish totally unique. You'll never find two Koi Betta that are exactly the same. It's like having a one-of-a-kind masterpiece swimming right in your own home. People are drawn to their beauty, their elegance, and their surprisingly big personalities, which we'll get into a bit later. They are a fantastic way to bring a splash of nature's brilliance indoors, a little piece of the wild, tamed into a dazzling display of color and life. To understand our beautiful Koi Betta, we have to travel to Southeast Asia, to the warm, shallow waters, Thailand, Cambodia. This is the ancestral home of all betta fish, also known as Siamese Fighting Fish. For thousands of years, their wild ancestors have lived in rice paddies, slow-moving streams, roadside ditches. These wild bettas are quite different from the ones we see today. They are much smaller, with shorter fins. They have duller colors, browns, greens. This camouflage helped them hide from predators in murky waters. It's from these humble beginnings that our dazzling Koi Betta was born. So how did we get from a plain brown fish to a vibrant Koi Betta? It's all thanks to the passion and dedication of fish breeders in Asia. For generations, they have been selectively breeding bettas, not just for their fighting spirit, but for their beauty. They noticed some fish had slightly more color or longer fins. Right, let's talk about the colors. This is what truly makes the Koi Betta a superstar of the aquarium world. The most classic Koi Betta has a pale, almost translucent body, which acts as a perfect white canvas. Splashed across this canvas are bold patches of color, just like an abstract painting. You'll see vibrant reds, deep oranges, inky blacks, brilliant blues. The contrast between the pale body and the rich colors is what creates that iconic koi look. It's absolutely stunning to see these colors pop, especially when the fish is swimming under a good light. It's a living, breathing work of art, but the magic doesn't stop there. Breeders have developed many variations. You have the galaxy koi, which is my personal favorite. These fish have iridescent, sparkly scales that look like a star-filled night sky, metallic blue shades, metallic green shades, copper highlights. Then there's the candy koi, wild mix of bright, almost neon colors, looking like a handful of scattered sweets. The patterns are just as varied as the colors. Some fish have large, distinct blotches. Now don't let their small size fool you. Koi Bettas are packed with personality. They are incredibly curious and intelligent, often exploring every nook and cranny of their tank, investigating new plants, checking out decorations. They seem aware of what's happening outside their glass walls, swimming to the front of the tank to greet owners, learning to recognize their owners, getting excited at feeding time with a little wiggle dance. They're more interactive than people think. As bettas, they show classic behaviors. The most famous is flaring, when a male sees his own reflection, or when he spots another male. He puffs out his gills and spreads his fins wide, to look bigger and more intimidating. A spectacular display of confidence and beauty. Short, daily flares are good exercise, like a little fish workout. But constant exposure to other males causes stress and is harmful. Section 5. A happy home for your finny friend. The basics of Koi Betta care. To keep them happy, they need a good home. Let's see what they need. Right, let's talk about giving your Koi Betta a 5-star home. The first and most important rule is no tiny bowls. This is a huge myth about bettas. They need space to swim and explore. A small, unfiltered bowl gets dirty very quickly, and the water quality becomes toxic. Think of it like living in a tiny closet that never gets cleaned. You wouldn't like it, and neither do they. For one Koi Betta, aim for a tank that's at least 5 gallons. That's about 20 liters. Bigger is always better. A larger tank gives a more stable environment and plenty of room to be active. Forget the small bowls. Space is very important. Next up is temperature. These fish come from the warm, tropical climate of Southeast Asia. They cannot live in cold water. A chilly betta will be sluggish. A chilly betta will be unhappy. A chilly betta will be prone to getting sick. You absolutely must have a small, adjustable aquarium heater. Keep the water between 78 and 82 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 25 to 28 degrees Celsius. A thermometer is essential to monitor it. A warm fish is an active fish. A warm fish has a strong immune system. A warm fish shows bright, vibrant colors. Section 6. More than just a pet. Koi Betta in Asian homes. In Asia, these fish are very special. They are a symbol of good luck. In many parts of Asia, especially their native Thailand, betta fish hold a very special place in the culture. They are more than just pretty pets. They are symbols of strength, courage, good fortune. The fighting spirit of their ancestors is admired, representing the power to overcome challenges. The new colorful varieties like the Koi Betta have added another layer of meaning. Because they resemble the revered Japanese koi carp, they are also seen as carriers of luck, prosperity, harmony. Having a beautiful Koi Betta gracefully swimming in one's home is believed to bring positive energy and a sense of peace to the household. A beautiful Koi Betta is thought to bring good luck and peace to the home. You can see this deep appreciation in the way these fish are kept and displayed. In many Asian homes, the bettas tank is not just tucked away in a corner. It is often given a place of prominence, like a beautiful living centerpiece in the main living area. The tanks themselves are often works of art, carefully aquascaped with natural elements like dragonstone, driftwood, lush green plants to create a miniature, serene underwater landscape. This practice, inspired by Japanese wabi-sabi principles, is about finding beauty in nature and simplicity. The fish is not just an animal, but an integral part of a living art installation. Section 7. Keeping your jewel. Healthy food, fun and clean water. What do these little jewels eat? Let's talk about their dinner. A healthy Koi Betta is a happy Koi Betta. A proper diet is the foundation of good health. In the wild, bettas are carnivores. They eat meat, their natural diet, insects, insect larvae, tiny crustaceans. So in our homes, feed them a diet that mimics this. The best food for them is a high-quality betta pellet with plenty of protein. Look for fish meal or shrimp meal as top ingredients. Avoid wheat or soy fillers. Just 2 or 3 tiny pellets. Once or twice a day is plenty. Their stomachs are about the size of their eye. We talked about clean water, but it's so important it's worth mentioning again. Dirty water is the #1 cause of illness in aquarium fish. A good filter and regular partial water changes are your best defense. Finally, let's not forget about fun. A bored betta is an unhappy betta. Enrichment is crucial for their mental health. Section 8. Bringing home your first Koi Betta. A Fin-tastic adventure awaits. Are you ready to get one? Here are some final tips for new owners. So, you've fallen in love with the Koi Betta and you're thinking of bringing one home. That's fantastic news. You are about to start a wonderful journey. Before you even go to the shop, my best advice is to get the tank set up first. This is called cycling the tank. Heater filter decorations. Let the tank run for at least a week or 2. Beneficial bacteria will colonize the filter, helping break down waste. Bringing a fish home to a fully prepared and stable environment is the kindest and safest way to start. My top tip, set up the tank first. Let it run a week before you get the fish. When it's time to choose your fish, take your time. Look for a betta that is active and alert, swimming curiously, not sitting at the bottom of its cup. Check fins and body for damage. Tears colors should be bright and vibrant. Choose the one that captures your heart. Active and colorful. Pick the one you connect with. You will not regret it.